Hi, everybody. Somebody asked if I could go over a problem or two with finding the circumference and the area of a circle. So I've gone into that assignment and found that there are two kinds of problems. There's this kind where they ask you to use the fractional approximation for pi. So we'll do this one, and then I will find one where you use the decimal approximation. Okay, so this one's asking, if a circle has a radius of 9/5 centimeters, what is the circumference and the area of the circle if we use 22/7 as an approximation for pi? So I am going to switch over to my tablet. Let me just clear out what I was doing with another class. Okay. Now I can switch this over. Should come up in just a second. There we go. It helps to have the tablet plugged in. Okay, so R is 9/5. So why don't we start with the circumference? So the formula for the circumference of a circle is C equals 2 pi R. And remember, in this problem, they're asking me to use 22/7 for pi. So equals there because pi is not exactly equal to 22/7. So this is going to go 2 times 22/7 times 9/5. All right, so remember that when you're mixing fractions with whole numbers, you can sneak a 1 underneath the whole number. I don't see anything there that will cancel. So I think we can go ahead and just multiply all that stuff together. So 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 9 is 396. And of course, 1 times 7 times 5 is 35. So that will be the circumference of the circle. And then area is pi r squared. Okay, so once again, I'm going to use approximately equals 22/7 times 9/5 squared. All right, so that means 22/7 times 9/5 times 9/5. Oh, and by the way, I did write that. It's in centimeters. When I get done with this area problem, I'll say the answer is in square centimeters. Okay, so 22 times 9 times 9 is 1,782. And 7 times 5 times 5 is 175. And that would be square centimeters. All right, so let's go ahead and try those answers. Okay, so let's see. There we go. I don't think I've ever typed a fraction number in here. 396 over 35. And the area is 1,782 over 175. So let's try that. Woohoo! All right. So now the next thing I want to show you is using the decimal approximation for pi. So let me pause the recording while I skip ahead to one of those. Okay, here we are. A circle has radius 58 and 7/10 centimeters. Use pi is approximately equal to 3.14 to approximate its circumference and area. Round to one decimal place. All right, so let me clear my tablet. And then we'll switch over. $58 and 7/10. Okay. So again, the circumference is 2 pi r. And this time we're using 3.14 for pi. 2 times 3.14 times 58 and 7/10. Now for this kind of problem, please feel free to use your calculator. You do not have to show me your handwritten arithmetic. Basically, the way I'm writing out the problem right now would be perfect. So 2 times 3.14 times 58 and 7/10 is 368 and 636 thousandths. But they did ask us to round it to one decimal place. So when I get ready to enter my answer, I will put 368 and 6/10. And this was centimeters. All right, and then for the area, that is pi r squared. So that is approximately 3.14 times the square of 58 sevenths. Let's see, I'm going to try something here. I don't know if it'll work or not. Some of you might be having a little bit of trouble with your calculator. So when you go to do the exponent, first type in 3.14. Oh, no, that doesn't work. You know what? Hold on. If I turn my virtual background off, let me see. Checking to see how big a mess it is in here. Preferences, virtual background. Okay, how do I turn the virtual background off? Oh, there we go. Okay. Plain old office background. Now I think, yeah, now I think this will work, except it's backwards. You know what? I think I know how to fix that too. Differences, background, do not mirror my video. Whoop. Okay. There we go, that's better. So I think I might need to stand up for this. So we're trying to do 3.14 times the square of 58 sevenths. So I've already entered before, and now I'm going to say times 58 and 7/10, and then I just have to hit the x squared button right there. Okay. So I get this big answer, 10,819.4666. It might go on after that, but we're rounding it to one decimal place. So to one decimal place, that would be 10,819 and 5/10 square centimeters. All right, so we'll switch back to Alta. And Let's see, I think I can just do this with the keyboard. 368 and 6/10, 10,819 and 5/5. Woohoo! All right, so I hope that helps. Talk to you soon.